it's fair to say that the mystery deepens, of course, regarding this particular picture. This is the picture of Prince Archie to celebrate his 6th birthday. And you know, as I said, I find it very strange because it just looks such a sad, lonely, lost picture, doesn't it? And I mean, a 6-year-old celebrating his birthday, I kind of see more like Prince Louis, a little bit more fun, cheeky, bouncing around with chums, that sort of stuff, lots of energy. Seemingly every time you see a picture of Prince Archie, he's either, well, you never see the front face, do you? But it's always alone. And do you remember earlier, I think it was earlier this year, where Archie was pictured on the waterboard thing, alongside, of course, his father, one of those, you know, what is it, fake ski things or whatever, I don't know what they're called. And then, of course, we finally got sort of a peek, a glimpse of the face, but apparently that had to be taken down because it wasn't given permission to. Of course, Meghan has no problem exploiting her own children for clicks and likes and gains, but it isn't really working, as I told you. You know, people are really fed up, and you can see that by just looking at some of the figures, the analytics that you can find of exactly how people think, oh, not another, you know, faceless picture, and that's what it is. So how on earth can you connect? Or indeed, yes, you can be polite because it's a child, but really it doesn't hold your attention. But here's where it gets really interesting. What happened to the mystery of Prince Archie's birthday party? As ever, let me explain. Morning, chums, nice to see you. Thank you so much for your time. It is always nice to have your company. By the way, I'm glad you enjoyed the video regarding the flower arranger, the royal, you know, attachment of the flower arranger. Fascinating story. You know I say this on a lot of times, but everything has been done, hasn't it? You know, when you think about it, there she had her own flower arranging school in the heart of the West End, and, you know, she was associated with all the top-notch people. It's incredible, isn't it? You see, now that would be all on Instagram and stuff like that, but these people did it without, of course, all that help, and they were just incredible. They built mega businesses through sheer hard graft, reputation, and, of course, a dedication to work. A lot to be said for that, right? Absolutely. Now, some people might say that Meghan Markle is dedicated in many respects to carry on posting pictures on her social media of her eldest child, Prince Archie, you know, the guy that apparently she didn't really care about titles, but the minute she got one off Her Majesty the King, never stopped using it, all that sort of stuff. Now, here's where it gets interesting because, as I said, you see this very tragic, in my opinion, lonely little picture of a young boy. And of course, then in that little text at the bottom, it said, and by the way, thank you to everybody who came to celebrate with us. Now, many people are suggesting, wouldn't it have been a kinder thing to put even just the adults enjoying Prince Archie's birthday, even if you didn't put a picture of him? But you see, when you dig a little bit deeper, and excellent contacts, according to my contacts, well, there were a lot of people waiting in and around that particular area because there was a rumour that, you know, perhaps Archie may come out or indeed have a party. But the party allegedly was at the Montecito mansion. And according to my well-placed source, they never saw anybody arriving, groups, singles, whatever, Gwyneth Paltrow maybe with a pie, but nothing. So if the party did take place, why wouldn't Meghan want to share at least just the celebrations from the adult side? I wonder if this helps stop the contradiction in terms of how badly some people might suggest her son is now being treated, you know, written about underneath and online and on social platforms. Because actually, rather than people being joyful for this little chap's 6-year-old birthday, well, actually people are now feeling incredibly sorry for him. If we saw an evidence of the party, which Meghan claims, of course, happened, and who are we to dispute that? Well, I'm sure it's there. And like everything, she shared, you know, kids making the pies and the jams and all that sort of stuff. Why not share a little bit of that? Unless, of course, well, it's hard to find. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.